Welcome, and thank you for watching an episode of Conan Exiles. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and it would be especially helpful if you could become a follower on Twitch. Games, hobbies, and toys on Twitch. The link to my Twitch channel is in the bottom comments. So please give me a follow and also subscribe on YouTube. Thanks. Enjoy the show. Hello and welcome to an episode of Conan. Today we're going to kind of continue off where the last part I left off in the last stream, which was the Knights of Ni were going to disband and they were going to go kind of on into the advanced areas of the game, and I was going to tear down this base, move over to a new base, and start off kind of on my own, building all the tools and crafting stations that I needed to kind of level up and get to where I felt comfortable moving on into the higher areas of the game. So that's where we're going with this episode. So I'm going to continue to tear down and move over into the other area that I showed last episode. That's kind of the pad for the new base. So what I'll do is kind of pause the game, pause the recording, continue to tear down this, and then I'll meet you on the other side of the other base to kind of show you what I'm doing over there. So catch you back in a few minutes. Okay, so this is the new area for the base. So what I'm going to do is put some walls up and show you guys. Some gators attacking me. I'm going to put some walls up, or attacking my rhinos rather. Put some walls up and then check back in with you guys in a moment. So stand by. Okay, I thought I would give you a little check-in. I have built this entire wall right here, and this wall, and this door, but I'll put a door on it later, but I started building that way. I'll leave a little door probably right here for me, and I will build around that way. I'm not sure why I left that like that. I might fill that in. Not sure. But yeah, I'll probably fill that in, build walls, four corners, and start working on a roof, and then I will be back with you. Okay, another update. I've got the entire wall, outer wall finished, and the other portal door, so I can kind of show you from the outside what it looks like. Nothing real special. 4 walls and 2 doors, and lots of space to put crafting stuff. I left this one open for the possibility maybe making a staircase or something to the second level. So that's it for now. I will get back to you when the roof's complete. Okay, we are back at it again. This time our space is completed. We've got our roof and walls, and we have 2 doors. And I had to build a little stairway up to the top of the roof because I had problems getting some of the pieces to line up properly with the roofing. So I had to come up here, and it was mostly the middle pieces I had problems getting snapped to the line. I kind of had to build each side out to the middle, and that helped align it a little bit better. So finally got it to work, and I had to dismantle a couple pieces, put them back into inventory, re-put them there, and kind of just realign them. So that finally worked. So I got a completed building. which is now owned by the Knights of GHT, not Ni. So, noted. I'm going to go back and since I have a completed building, I'm going to go back and tear the rest of that other place down and start building some lights inside of here. And also, you know, like a cooking pit, blacksmithing bench, all that stuff that we had at the other area. And then we'll kind of go through how to, I don't know how to use most of that stuff. So we'll go through how to kind of use that stuff and how it all works and go from there. So see you in a little bit. Hey everybody. Welcome back to the continued episode. As you notice here, if you remember what this used to look like, there used to be a Knights of the Knee base here, but I've torn it all down. I have moved to completely to my new location. I do have a couple other pets and thralls here at this location that I'm moving up to the other one, but you can see this is all gone. But let's talk a little bit about starting out in the world and kind of building your first area and selecting an area. This was actually, in my opinion, and I haven't played for very long, but this is a really great area. It's got access to loads of resources, really close rock, wood, water. It's probably one of the few places, apparently, I've learned that has an abundance of aloe leaves, which are useful to make bandages and potions of healing and stuff like that. It's got like a minor boss cave right next to it. It's got lots of beginner mobs for you to XP and get your animals XP'd up. It's got access to iron and coal, silk, whole bunch of stuff. So it's a great area. So I really recommend this. I'll show you on the map. It's you know, you spawn when you start the game somewhere, you know, along here, and you make your way to the river. And this little clearing right here is right there in H4. So I highly recommend that area. I have moved, however, up to right around here. So that would be I6. I moved right around here. So I'll tell you a little bit more about why I moved up there and chat about that in a moment. But I'm going to head here with another one of the thralls, head up there, and I will meet you back there in a moment. Okay, back again. I wanted to show you where I'm at with the base. So, got most all of the animals moved up here. They are all in guard. And then that's the new building. Cyrus was kind enough to make me some lighting. So that was very nice of him. And Baron brought me this brazier, or as Cyrus likes to call it, a brazier. And then Cyrus also brought me these braziers, one for the front and one for the rear. So they provide some cool lighting. He also made me a bunch of these blue lights, so that was awesome of him. I decided that I wasn't going to delete all the pets and the thralls. I was going to take them and use them as I go in through the game, but I'm going to also go through kind of making my own and learning how to do that as well, so I thought I'd show you as well. I also did take the ice box which has tons of food in it, so I don't really have to worry about food, but we'll definitely show that as well. But I took I made some cabinets, and I took a bunch of cabinets and I filled them up with all the stuff that we had gathered over at the other location. So as things come up and we need them, we'll already have them. We won't have to search around too much. If it's something of special interest, I might, look into how to gather it. But I'll already have some of it to kind of get going. So that is an update. Show off all the pets that we have. We have a couple rhinos. We have some archers that are up here on guard on the roof. Standing guard. They are ready to go. And I assume I have to really equip them with maybe some better bows and arrows and stuff, but I'll figure that out. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is maybe how to build some more foundations and walls. And maybe how you go about researching those, but in fact, let's go ahead and do that. We'll get some stone, and actually let me I'll show you how you go about gathering it first. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a rhino. It's easy. One of the tricks is to utilize your pet as kind of your extra bag, because the pet doesn't have a weight limit, so he can carry around as much. So when you'll start out, you'll be making some stone picks and stone axes and things like that to gather resources, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna break this rock up here, and we're gonna gather some stone, and we'll immediately go ahead and throw that on the rhino here. And we'll get some more. So not super excited gathering resources, but wanted to show you kind of the basics of it and how to utilize your animal. What are you doing? I wonder if this is like a special croc or something, because he's really beating me up. Interesting. That was some sort of special croc, because he really got into me. I think that skull on there means he's like some sort of minor boss. But we beat him without a huge amount of trouble. I'm gonna take the pet back up here. To guard. I'll stand guard there. Get the resources off of him. Heal up a little bit more. And I also didn't grab any trees. We need to grab, at least show you gathering the wood. It's pretty basic, you point and chop. And you grab some wood. Don't need a whole lot of wood. And encumbrance is really a thing in this game, so really can slow you down. But so crafting foundations, you go to your inventory. First, I think you get basic apprentice mason, you get some sandstone stuff, and then with feats you can unlock different items for upgrading your different parts of your house. So we'll go through that as I get there, but right now we're doing some foundation pieces. So that is that, and I'm going to start with probably 3. I'm going to select that 3 times, and then he is going to build them. And they get placed in your inventory. You can place them on your hotbar. And then you can, once you've selected them on your hotbar, you can snap lock them in place to place the foundation down. So what do we want to do? That. Go up, maybe out, because I do want to kind of make a tower here for that archer that's on the corner. Then you can extend the foundation up a little bit if you want to. So let's think about this. There's a stairwell that goes up, and then it's probably gonna go up one more level. How are we gonna do that? Might make it too wide. Let's see. It's not wanting me to place a foundation there. Oh yeah, well, okay, we'll do that. Okay. Probably want a few more just to encompass the stairwell. This is gonna work. Go this way and then go that way to go up another level, because I want to eventually make walls around this and then make a 3rd story, maybe to put an animal training location up there. So make a ceiling. See how we can snap this too. Okay. Probably want to make another one. Once it's on your hotbar, you can click it again to build them one at a time. If it'll let me attach this here, it will. And then we'll get there, we'll build another stair up this way. So, in addition, we probably need to wall this off. Which means we might need to place some more foundation units. We're going to need to get some more resources. So let me do a little work on this, and then you can join back with me in a moment. So hang in there. Hold on. Okay, another quick check-in. Built a stairwell and the outer walls to the stairwell, and I started throwing some walls up on the 2nd floor. So just wanted to show you the progress I've made. I also made a sandstone stairs. So I'm gonna try to get to go up here and rotate, which that looks like it'll work well. So that'll get up to the third floor where I think the animal pen, maybe a horse stable might go. Maybe not a horse stable. Maybe the thrall area, maybe as well, because I think this is going to be a pretty big area. So let me work on some of that, and I will get back to you in a moment. Another check-in with you. I wanted to check in with you and show you. I was talking about earlier with the foundation units not snapping into the middle of the roof like this. Not sure why it's not doing that, but I can try to rotate it and such, and it just won't snap into that final spot. So what I've been doing is picking up another one, placing it down, and then placing the other one down. So it kind of helped me get that final one to snap into place. I don't know if I'm doing it just skewed and it didn't like that, or what's happening, but I figured it out. And I've gotten the walls up and about half the roof done, so I will check back with you later. Alright, I am back again. I have finished the second story. Walls and a roof, so there's a lower floor, an upper floor, and then a roof. So the plan is to start filling the inside with all the crafting tables, smelting tables, and all that stuff inside, and kind of showing how that works as I use it. And the third level will make a animal pen and potentially a thrall training area up here as well. I don't know how much space. I think I have enough, but we'll see. So as we get further and further along, I'll keep you updated and I'll keep working along in a little bit. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to show you was making a cooking area. Now you can start with a basic fire and put some coal in there and put some meat in there and cook it up. You can also put, I believe, plant fiber and seeds in there as well and make gruel. The gruel you can feed to your thralls and they'll be fine with that. But I will be making a more advanced cooking pit. So you start out with a primitive cook, and you can make a primitive cooking fire, and you can train for 2 feats the large campfire. You trade improved campfire, and you can actually craft the large campfire. And that's unlocked with your feats that you unlock as you level up. You get a certain amount of feats per level. I've only spent 79 because, like I said, Baron and Cyrus did most of the work and I just kind of watched. So I'm actually kind of training up using my feats and working it out. So I'm going to go ahead and build a large campfire. That requires 50 stone, 50 rock, and I'm going to go ahead and craft one. That'll take a minute, and it'll appear on my hotbar, and we'll go ahead and place it. Baron also gifted us this really nice Khitan drum. Unfortunately, with me not owning that particular pack, I can't move it. Can't return it to my inventory, so it's stuck there unless I delete it. So that's okay. It looks really cool. Picked a good location. And we're gonna put our cooking area right next to it. Doesn't matter which way that goes. I believe so. with the bench in the front. And we will place that down. And then I'm going to move our coal from this one to that one. And I will actually show you what coal looks like, but I'm going to bust this. Turn to inventory, put it in one of our cabinets here. And the one thing about eating is your food. If you look down on the hotbar number 6, has a timer below it, and that timer indicates how much left before the meat goes putrid and goes bad. So you have to keep up with making sure you're eating your stuff as you can, or else it goes bad. So I will get rid of this from my hotbar because I don't need it. But yeah, the timer down here, 59 minutes before this stuff goes bad. So you either have to eat it or put it on a pet, or if you have a preservation box, you can put it in there and it keeps stuff fresh. But right now we are going to find some coal, and I believe I have some. Part of why I picked this area is because it has a lot of resources really close. So this is what the coal looks like. It's just like big lumps of coal sit on the ground. And if you're lucky enough, you'll have some nearby. I'm going to gather that up. We will go inside, put some more coal in our... Whoa, I want to climb. Get down. Need to put another foundation there so it's easier for us to get in. We're going to put some more coal in our fire. And then we were going to go kill some meat. To cook. And there's a croc probably somewhere around here. I can hear him. And I believe it's better, and I'll go get it, if you have a butchering knife to get more meat. But we got quite a bit, so I'll take that back, and I believe the different animals you kill. I heard a little baby croc around here. Yep, there he is. Picked up a little hatchling. You didn't catch that. I clicked on a little crocodile hatchling and we picked him up. So I will make a little animal pen and we can train him up to be a killer attack crocodile. So we will put our meat. This is our feral flesh in here. And we're gonna click on play here and it's gonna cook our flesh up for us. So pretty cool. That's essentially how you eat, or how you cook to eat. And obviously there are many different recipes to cook steaks and all kinds of stuff. So I think you can also, with plant fiber in the seeds, you get cooked gruel. But I'm not 100% on that. So I'll check into that and let you know. But as it cooks, you get shredded roast, which is something you can consume, not the feral flesh. You can give this to all the humans. The uncooked meat you can actually give to the animals, and the animals like the uncooked meat cuts. We'll just wait for that to finish cooking here for a moment. And then we can, actually I need it. I'm getting low on food, so I'll go ahead and take that. And it's done cooking, so we can put that with our meat and turn off our campfire. And I will figure out what we're going to work on next, because that pretty much covers just basic food, cooking meats and stuff. And I will get back to you in a moment. Okay, back again. Wanted to cover unlocking the Thrall Taker with you. So this is a feat you'd have to unlock to get into either capturing a thrall, which is essentially a servant or a slave, and unlocking that. So we're going to go ahead and unlock that, and that unlocks the entire taming area, which is taming animals and steeds or horses. We're going to go ahead and unlock that, and then unlocks the Lesser Wheel of Pain, which is wheel that strengthens the body as it breaks the mind. So it actually breaks a person for you to be able to use them as a trainer or a warrior, or somebody that will fight for you or actually do work for you. The truncheon is a club for knocking out. Instead of killing your enemies, you actually can knock them out and take them prisoner. The bindings is what you tie them up with and you drag them back to your base to put them on the Wheel of Pain, and which will then make them into the slave. And then a thrall pot is for feeding the thralls. You put that out and put a bunch of food in there, and that's where they get their food from. So we'll build one of those up on the roof, and then we also want to do the animal pen. So we'll go ahead and unlock that. And with the Thrall Taker, that unlocks all this. With the Animal Tamer, that unlocks feeding box, animal pen, all these recipes for different things to feed the animals. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock that as well. And I'm going to get in a position where I can build these, and then I will be right back with you. Okay, ran into a bit of a snag when going to build the Wheel of Pain. It turns out I need iron, which I technically I have iron, but don't have the capability to build iron. So this is what I want to do, is show you guys how to build iron and how to collect iron and how to build that so you can get the iron and then build yourself the Wheel of Pain. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure out how we're gonna do that, and then I'll show you, bring in on collecting the iron, where to find it, and then what it looks like, and then bringing it back and creating the iron bar, and then we'll be able to build our Lesser Pain Wheel of Pain. And then also I noticed that I didn't have the option to build the animal pen yet. I'm assuming, question mark, that I have to build the Lesser Wheel of Pain first, and then I'll be able to build the animal pen. So I don't know that for sure, but I'm going to get to the point where we can build this, and then we'll figure that out as well. So I'll see you back in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that in order to do the iron or the iron bars, that you need to have a blacksmith. I do happen to have that already unlocked, so we're going to see if we can build one of those. So that is in my inventory, and it takes 500 rock to build that. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. I do need some water though. The gentleman's getting pretty thirsty. Let's see, rock. Did have some left over, I think, the last gathering, so I will use that. And I'm very, very heavy right now. See, let's go ahead and build a furnace. Craft that, and where do we want to put that? Awesome if we could put that maybe over in the corner. Till I seem to maybe get a little lighter as it builds. Nope, it's still pretty heavy. Okay, let's see how this goes down. This thing would fit in the corner. Fantastic. Not gonna completely fit in the corner. Gonna stick out a lot farther than I'd like it to. Far over, can I put it? Really farther over. How about right there? Okay. So in addition to you can also, by the way, use wood. You can put wood in your stove. That'll do the trick as well on providing fuel for the fire. Stone for now. So we'll put some coal in there. And what we need to do now is go and gather some iron. And we'll see if we can show you what that looks like. I'm going to take my rhino as my extra bag. Go on a little gathering trip. I believe there's some. Again, this is why I chose this area. Because get him, rhino. Because it has some iron ore that's fairly close. Alright, this might be a little bit difficult to see. But it gets really dark in this game, so try to confine most of my activity to daylight. Boy, but that is really difficult to see for you guys. So, this is rock. And this is iron. It's a little darker shade of gray instead of the sandstony color. And oh, it'll actually give you a like light blue colored rock, which is iron. Iron ore. Iron stone. So it is all up and down the side of these mountains right here, which is part of the reason why I picked this area, because it had a lot of different resources. I am getting full, so it is important to get a pet pretty early on so that you can put things in your inventory, or in your extra pet bag. That'll probably be enough iron for right now. Whoop, got a gator on me. I am gonna run back up there and we're gonna show you how we make iron ore. Gonna take us a little while to get in there though, because I'm over encumbered as I walk into the. Apparently a gator. It looks like, if I remember correctly, I need 50 iron. I think it says you can use wood, or I'm assuming this is full fuel of some sort, and it'll make the iron or iron blocks for you. So this will craft iron bar, 90 of them. So we'll let that run, and we'll come back in a little bit, and we'll have the iron we need to make the lesser wheel of pain. We also need twine, so let me cover how you make some twine too. There it is. The twine requires 3 plant fiber. We're going to craft all those suckers. Aren't we? For some reason it wasn't doing it, so now it is. Okay, so how many did we need? I don't know how to get it so it goes back to all of them again. Oh, is that all? No. I'll have to figure that out. So we need 50 twine as well. So I'm gonna need to go gather some more plant fiber to make that work. So plant fiber, you can use whatever tool you want, but the scythe is the best one, I guess, for getting the most plant fiber. And you just go and you go to these little bushes here, and you hack them down, and it gives you a bunch of plant fiber. I believe I hear a crocodile that's coming to take a bite out of me. I'm just going to run him up to my animals, and they're going to destroy him. Like that. So we're going to, we just got 204 plant fiber. And we're going to make some more twine. So right now we have 22 twine, and I'm making about 30 more. I'm gonna look for my iron cleaver and get some more meat to cook. So the cleaver is good for getting meat, for the feral flesh. There's also a skinning knife, which is better at getting hides. Depending on what you want, you'll use different items to gather more of different resources. Cook that up. Let's check on our iron. At 22, that's still going. Have all the twine made. Yep, 50 twine. So we're waiting for the iron, and then we'll make the thrall with the wheel of paint. So stand by, and I will be right back with you in a moment. Okay, we have crafted the iron, and we have believe, what we need to make the Wheel of Pain, the Lesser Wheel of Pain. So, yep, we got oh, we don't have the wood or the stone yet on us. I believe we have that. Not on our person. Let's see, we need 200, we need 175 more. Oh no, 75 more. And then wood, if it said 200. And then we're going to see if we can't craft this thing now. Yep, got everything we need. Craft it up. And we're gonna gimp our way upstairs. Again, it would probably be easier to use a pet to lug all this stuff around for you, but that's alright. Like there might be a sandstorm out and about. Cyrus actually made me this handy dandy masks that actually will protect me from the sandstorm, so I can survive them. I think there's some spiders up on the ridge there that are going crazy. I don't know if they're stuck up there or what, but you won't worry about them. Okay, Lesser Wheel of Pain. Not aligned with the ground. That's interesting. I had a spot there. There we go. Put that right there. That's cool. So when you drag somebody here, you can put them, gotta give them food and stuff, but you put them in here and, or maybe you put them in here and you put some food in there with them and you can actually craft them into, you know, a bowman or a, somebody that'll cook for you or give you bonuses to your furnace, things like that. So they kind of help out with doing the chores, I guess. But that is the, as far as the thralls, that is how you build the item for the thrall. And next step would be to actually go get one and to train one up. So we'll work on that, and I'll be back with you in a moment. So it turns out I did a little bit more looking at the animal pen requires a carpenter bench for us to actually build one. So I will, before I go back and go out and get a capture thrall, I will craft one of these carpenter benches and then we can work on the animal pen. I'm sure the carpenter bench is good for many things, but first thing I'm going to focus on is getting the animal pen so we can train our crocodile. So I will get to work on that and we'll be right back. Okay, so it turns out we needed 250 wood and 100 stone to build the carpenter's bench, which is right here. And we're going to craft that up and we will put that inside here. And that's going to take a minute to complete. Put that down and then we'll work on getting the animal pen. I'm sure that it's going to require a bunch of stone and a bunch of wood, so we'll probably, I'm about out of stone and wood, so I might have to go collect. Let's place this down. And we'll take a look. So, animal pen, 300 stone, 400 wood, and some twine. Now, the twine I could probably make. But yeah, I'm going to have to take a rhino and go collect some bunch of stone, a bunch of wood. So I will go do that. I'll off camera, we will do the animal pen and train our little crocodile hatchling up. Thank you for watching this episode of Conan Exiles. Don't forget to follow and also comment and let me know why you either liked or disliked the video. Thanks so much for watching.